Hey everybody, it's Andrew themoo, and here we are with another episode of Mega Man 8 as we slowly start to finish out the Wily stages. Da 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 da! You know, in all honesty, this was a game that I really enjoyed as a kid. I love playing Mega Man 8. That's the reason why I think... No, this was the first Mega Man game I played on the channel. This was the second one. Had to pause there for a moment. But, despite all the goofiness that was found in this game, like I said, it's something that I really enjoyed. I thought it was great, for the time. And, I'm actually really happy to see that they're making another new Mega Man game, Mega Man 11. I'm scared to a degree, you know, in all honesty, that it's gonna be Mighty number 2. But, we'll just end up seeing how it turns out. I mean, and you know, Mighty number 9 is something that I honestly have been wanting to play with the channel for some time now, as far as, taking out the trash. Not that it was a completely horrendous game, but man, every time I try playing Mighty number 9, I'm gonna do just a regular old run-of-the-mill Let's Play of it. But every time I try playing Mighty number 9, something happens. I go numb. Like, I legitimately feel nothing as I'm trying to play through Mighty number 9. And that is like the worst thing in the world you want when you're playing a video game, is to feel nothing. Just to, you know, just to kind of be like, there, and I should have got hit by whatever that was just then. But that's how I feel when I play the game. I'm just kind of there, and like, I should feel something. You know, I think the worst feeling you can feel while reading a book or watching a movie or playing a video game is nothing. When you feel nothing, that means the people who made it failed to elicit any type of response out of you whatsoever. No love, no hate, no joy, just numbness. And as I'm playing through Mighty number 9, all I feel is, man, video game. And so I always just make it through the first stage, and then I stop playing because I can't go any further. You know, so that's kind of like a common thing that I've heard about Mighty number 9, is that it failed to elicit any type of response out of individuals, like a lot of reviewers. And when I say reviewers, I guess I should say I really truly watched one reviewer talk about it, and that's Some Call Me Johnny. And the purpose behind, you know, I end up watching his videos because the guy, actually, I feel like he's one of the more honest reviewers when it comes to this sort of thing. Oh yeah, I forgot with Beat, I've actually got to charge up a shot for him to do anything, and he's just, oh, no, okay, he just walked into him. Thought I had to charge him up. Okay. Anyway, I like to watch Some Call Me Johnny because Some Call Me Johnny, I don't know, I like the way that he goes through reviewing games and his thought process through it. So that, anyway, and I'm about to die now. Goodbye. But the reviews for Mighty number 9, and like when I watched Some Call Me Johnny, that's kind of the response that he had. Am I starting from the very beginning of this stage? I am. That's kind of dumb, especially as far as I made it. I figured I would have started, like, that would have been the checkpoint for me, or a checkpoint. I was wrong. Anyway, back to Mighty number 9. That seemed to be the general response from a lot of people, is that the game was viewed as being mediocre, or even along the lines of, it elicited no response out of reviewers. Just like, it was a game, and it was there. Trying to figure out what I was trying to do there. Because again, this is a pre-recorded video. But so I mean, but anyway, I got off the point just to talk about, you know, Mighty number 9 mediocrity and whatnot. I believe to a degree that Mighty number 9 quite possibly is one of the big reasons why we have Mega Man 11 coming out, because I think it did, even though the game wasn't that great, I think it did prove that there's an audience for Mega Man still, whereas Capcom may not have believed that at one time. So I am happy to see that Mega Man is still around and still kicking, that it's still a viable project. I'm hoping that Capcom does not mess things up. Time will only tell as to what goes on and things of that nature, but you know, if it is messed up, or if it is turned out, I is good English. If it does turn out to be a game that, you know, to be worthless, I guess you can say, you know, it won't be the worst thing in the world. It will prove what a lot of people have said about Capcom and how they care little for certain franchises. But I'm really hoping it does well and that it is a successful game. Mega Man is something that I grew up with as a child, even though I never actually beat a Mega Man game until Mega Man 8. It came out at a time where I was at the age where I had a hard time figuring out video games. It took a long time for me to become somewhat skilled at the Vijima games. And it also didn't help out the fact that we didn't have a whole lot of video games when I was a kid. We did the best with what we had, but we had one of those small, tiny rental places where we could get video games from, and they didn't really have all that good, you know, the selection of video games. If I remember correctly, like the first game I ever rented was a game called Splat. And I just like completely deviated away from my original point to chase a rabbit. That's what I do. A game called Splat, and it was like a paintball game that I never could make it past the first level because I never understood the purpose of the game, even though I had it explained to me. It never actually worked out the way I wanted it. And well. So I'm trying to remember the weakness of this boss. I remember to a degree, like you gotta do certain charge shots, and I'm like, alright, time to figure out what weapons this thing can and cannot withstand. That's what we do, is we try to figure this stuff out, and we got some damage going on. So that's progress. We got progress. But I was trying my best to figure out what worked and what didn't work against this guy, and that didn't work at all. So it's like, sometimes it seems like it takes hits, sometimes it doesn't. And it's kind of weird when you're trying to figure this sort of thing out. Fighting against a boss you haven't fought against in, years. Oh, gonna get hit. So if I remember correctly, the way you beat this thing is, it has these sensors where it can easily take damage. Oh yeah, we have more weaponry. I'm gonna die in a minute if I keep taking hits like that. There's these little weak spots, you hit the weak spot, blah blah, blah blah blah. And then this guy, Eddie. Eddie was like my least favorite guy in the world to pick through something like this, because he just never seemed to be able to be useful. I still have no idea how I beat that boss. But it's dead now. But yeah, I never liked Eddie's attack. Doesn't really help me out because we're at the end of the video now, so I can't explain a whole lot about it. Anyway, this is Andrew the Moo. Hope you have a great day, and goodbye now.